Hello and welcome back to the UMR International. And yeah, I think the music might be a little bit low on the intro. Thank you for telling me again, boy. I wasn't sure this time. I wasn't sure. But we are back. Race number 8, Tanzania. Currently leading, Moo managed to get back into the lead. Shady in second. Cheese now in the top 3 going into this one. So you know what, let's just go straight to the track. So here we are, Tanzania. So before we have a look around this interesting track, and some guy named Freddie Mercury, not sure who that is or what that's about. Let's get everyone spawned in. So in their positions, there's also one blank on the... Do we have a blank marble somewhere? I'm guessing there is a spawner somewhere, because it's not on the track. I guess we can ignore that. Maybe Iceman gives some insight, as Iceman has shown up now. Well, we can just ignore that. Ghost Marble. 6 laps around this track. Let's do predictions and we'll take a look around. 2 minutes to get those predictions in. Here we go. So down the straight there is a split section around this microphone. We have 2 bowls. These will go around the outside and up for his favourite thing in the world. Although these ones are diagonal, not as bad. Up the ladder. In fact, these you could probably class as an escalator because it's diagonal. Ignore the ghost marble. Okay. I've been told. Along the back of the seats, down the stairs, along the straight to the main ladder, proper ladder, into another split section. So we're going to see a lot of split offs here, into a tunnel, weaving around, coming back around, join up again and across the line. Freddie Mercury's Ghost only becomes relevant when the winner crosses the line. Ah, there we go. So it does have a purpose. So give it a few more seconds for the predictions. See, Boer waited a little bit this time, other than jumping the gun a bit too early, but don't think that's going to have helped with this one. Iceman obviously has the insider knowledge. We'll see if this is a clean everybody wins track. It looks like Boer is going for that prediction. Alright, so as the predictions come to an end, let's get the time counting down. Very slowly for some reason. Freddie Marblery. Ah, see, I know that guy. So going to the boss, Flutes gets a great start after a bad previous race. I saw Iceman asking how the last race went. Of course, all these tracks are by Iceman. It was good, except the ladder did basically decide all the positions. A few people getting stuck on the entrance of the ladder. So I think without the ladder, either with it being an uphill or an elevator system, would improve that quite a bit, improve the flow and make it a bit closer coming up to the elimination point. But other than that, quite a fun little track. But back to this race. Shady and Flues are going to meet. Big collision, and Flues absolutely flying away at the start of this. See everyone colliding here. Demon and Weep going all the way through. Going to pick up Eggbot there. So you want to get a good collision on the crossover. And going to the ladder, Fluids leading, Jimmy second, Snorker third. Now, we're getting onto the ladder okay, but don't be fooled. Same with the last race. The curse waits a bit. Sometimes it's not straight away. I'm sure we'll see the ladder curse kick in at some point. Going into the split section, Fluids opting for the right, Jimmy, Snorker and Alfonso opting for the left. Bit of a pilot there, Snorker going slow, blocking Alfonso. You see Shady closing in on Fluids in the distance. Coming around the final corner, Shady actually did make it past Fluids. Outside, Jimmy, Snorker and Alfonso got around there quicker. And Jimmy will be first, Snorker second, Alfonso third, Shady fourth, Fluids fifth, Superboss sixth. Big bottom were close together, some good drop downs going on there. Not so much on this side, Shady, Moo and Boer and Wheat. All with a bit of a slow roll there. B's going to drop down, try and cut in front of Wheat, but Wheat has a bit more speed. We'll go this way around this time. And up onto the escalator. The diagonal conveyor, the fallen over ladder. Dropping down, heading over to the crossover. Let's see what happens here. See the hydrate as well. I will hydrate at the midpoint right here. And there's quite the pilot there, but Demon getting blocked by Boer there. And a big collision. This is going to be a massive time loss. Demon as a beat and Weep. Iceman also going quite far back on the opposite side. And not great for Moo currently, who is trying to keep hold of the lead on the standings. Up at the top of the ladder, Snorker and Alfonso side by side going opposite ways. We'll follow this side around. So it's looking pretty close. Looks like Alfonso is just ahead of Snorker on pace here. Different entries though, it's actually better for Snorker on the exit speed. And Snorker will go up into first. And taking the fastest lap as well, trying to grab an extra point there. Oh, missing the straight drop down, so does Alfonso. This is a good chance for everyone else. Jimmy gets a drop down straight on the other side. Snorker missing again. That was a slow drop for Snorker, big time loss. Where gets a quick drop there. And Superboss losing some time. Get a overhead view here. Favorite Freddie Mercury / Queen song? That is a good question. Ooh. You know, I've got loads of songs now playing in my head by Queen and not a single name of any of the songs. Obviously, I know a lot of people go to Bohemian Rhapsody. Good song, not my favourite. I'm trying to think of a specific song, and my mind is not working right now. See, Bohemian Rhapsody is a good song, but I don't know whether it's necessarily my favourite purely for... I don't think it's one of those songs I could just put on. Like, say if I was driving, I just wanted something on to... I don't know. We Are the Champions, obviously classic. Maybe it is Bohemian Rhapsody. It's the only one I can actually think of right now. Think of the name of. It's the one that just seems to come to my head as soon as you say a Queen song. I think it's because I've heard it so many times. So green slushies at the moment, looking pretty good. Shady leading with the fastest lap, Alfonso in second. Jimmy in third, Superboss in fourth, just missing the drop down though, and really slow, lost a lot of momentum. Pescover is going to drop down there, Word dropping down the other side quite quickly. Snorker's going to cut in as well. Fluids is off the track. It is not a good day for Fluids. Not sure where this fall happened, possibly up here, maybe on this corner. It looks like Cheese is going slow. I think we may have had a collision between Fluids and Cheese. That's not good for Cheese either after coming off the back of such a good race. I think it's going to be F's in the chat for both Fluids and Cheese here. Very costly collision there. But heading to the ladder, Alfonso is leading. Looks like Shady getting caught up further back with Pesky Bird. And Pesky Bird is in front. Snorker, Shady getting caught up at the top for way longer. In fact, Moo is off the track as well. That's not going to be good for the standings. And that's going to cost a lot of points here. F's in the chat for Moo as well. Absolutely chaos on lap 4. But good for Alfonso, who can break away from everyone else with all this chaos going on. So we can see Jimmy, Superboss, Eggbot and Boer this side. Over on the other side, Pesky Bird and Snorker battling it out. Shady behind. Snorker's going to click Cheese, and that might actually finish Snorker. And it will. That was a costly hit that's going to get in the way of Shady. Is it enough? It's a clutch play by Snorker to get going again and taking Shady out of the race. What a maneuver by Snorker, and that is going to be F's in the chat for Shady, who is going to be stuck on the track unless someone can get them going. Iceman's going to clip Cheese. B's going to clip Cheese as well. A little nudge on Shady. That could be enough speed for Cheese to get going again, but we'll be a lap behind. Could be a chance to get around a lap and get past Shady, but not enough speed for B. Demon's going to come in, hit Shady, who's going to go into B. We're starting to get a pile up here, which is going to cause some trouble. B making sure no one else gets going, stopping Demon and stopping Shady before coming to a halt. So F's in the chat for B and Demon there. Bit of a pile up going on. Some chaos on that lap. Do like to see a bit of chaos every now and then, things shaking up. I know, I'm sure you tested this many times and probably never had that happen. Definitely didn't happen in my testing. But you know, we always say in these races, something always happens. If it's possible, it'll happen. Pesky Bird just behind Alfonso now. We're in third. Makes it onto the ladder. Yet they're always finding ways to DNF on the stream. I think that's Cheese dropping off the top of here as well to join Moo. After getting going, Cheese just chokes and throws it all away. Leaves the track. Yeah, it's just the way. It's just how things happen. I think Flu's just wanted to grab a seat and watch. It's not a great view from down there. We can see get right into position here. There we go. We can see Dai Yor. Very nice. Let's see what's going on up at the pilot. Alfonso's going to come through, and amazingly, set Shady moving, but not enough momentum to carry on themselves, and that is going to throw away the lead, and that is huge. That is finishing. Don't Stop Me Now, very good song. Oh, Jimmy just narrowly missing Alfonso. Alfonso turns around, starts making their way back. Don't think there's enough of a hill to get momentum going. That's F's in the chat for Alfonso. And really shaking things up as Pesky Bird into the lead on the final lap and the fastest lap. Of course, yeah, I do play everything on a reduced running speed just so we can sort of watch everything play out instead of real-time speed. Makes the races last a little bit longer on the lower lap counts. Allows me to keep up and commentate a little bit easier than trying to whiz around after them on some of the higher speed tracks. But that will have an effect on some of the physics at play, which does make it tricky when testing some of the tracks, because I do tend to test them on full speed just so I can work out mainly lap counts and how well they work. So I'm not sat here for ages on slower speeds. But yeah, that is a bit of an issue with the way the physics work. But yeah, no pressure for Pesky right now. Boer's running slow. Wasn't sure if just the game had slowed down, but no, Boer is running slow. Does make it to the escalator, but Eggbot makes it just in front. On the other side, Shady going over the crossover, and because there's no one to collide with, it's actually going to lose quite a bit of time. It's going to be quite a time loss. We'll probably want to collide with Pesky Bird. In fact, Pesky Bird gets a perfect angle. I say this like it matters for Shady. It doesn't. Ooh, but it's gonna matter for Eggbot and Boer. Boer's just gonna shove Eggbot even further across. Snorker also missing, which means it's Pesky Bird's race to lose now, but Jimmy is close behind. Going back across, Boer needs to make this turn. Does make it in. Eggbot as well follows. Now the best thing here is probably to take the left route to try and avoid the pilot. And Pesky Bird and Jimmy are both on the right side, and this could be incredibly costly. We're making it onto the ladder. The curse not really having full effect here. See Azur and Iceman heading down. Guess maybe the curse fell on the rest of the team. Let's see what happens here though. Now Boer would just be hoping that they slow down just enough. Oh wait, Boer's on this side as well. I thought Boer was on the other side. Pesky Bird makes it past Alfonso. That's a risky play by Boer. Jimmy making it past. Oh wait, no. Jimmy not making it past. Collides with Alfonso, but keeps enough momentum to carry on going. And that might have cleared the way for Boer to come through safely. And heading down to the finish line, Pesky Bird will take the win and the fastest lap. Jimmy manages to keep hold of second. Whir will finish third. Then it's close here. Superboss in fourth, Eggbot in fifth, Snorker sixth, and Weep close seventh. And all the fireworks going off in celebration. And the fire. Let's get a zoom out here. See Azure and Iceman coming across the line in the background to take 8th and 9th. It didn't make yet another one bites the dust joke. A wide shot of the stadium, of course. There we go. So an interesting race. The pile-up coming out of nowhere, causing some drama. Jimmy just managing to get through it and opening it up for Bwer to come through into that third. Could be good for the standings here. It's not going to be good for Moo though. 14th place finish. It's going to be costly. So let's head over to our winning marble cam. Pesky Bird, congratulations on the win. Good race. Carrying it all the way around to the end. Strong finish and a fastest lap just to top it off. We will speed things up. Oh, and look, coming to a halt at the end. And look at those DNFs. There's chaos of the pileup. Oh, and Pesky Bird's off the track. Imagine we did one more lap. The chaos that would have ensued right there. Oh, that could have been quite the dramatic final lap. I'm sure Pesky Bird's happy that it ended when it did. The ghost mile was in the left tree. Ah, okay. That's where it is. I'm guessing the ghost mile will set off all the fireworks. Were they in charge of the pyrotechnics? So 7 DNFs. And no correct prediction on that. Yeah, they're the pyrotechnics person on site. In fact, seeing as Pesky Bird's stuck right here, let's go and have a look. Ah, there we go, look. This is where the magic happens, behind the scenes. There you go. Right, so now, give you a nice shot of the stadium. I'm going to go and put the results onto the leaderboard and I'll be back in just a minute with the updated standings. Alright, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the standings. So, following that race, Shady is leading with 175 points. Moo in second with 173 points after that 14th place finish. Whir back up into the top 3 with 169 points. Eggbot in 4th with 164 points. Pesky Bird up to 5th with 156 points. Superboss in 6th with 155. Cheese down to 7th with 153. Iceman in 8th with 152. Azure in 9th with 147. Alfonso in 10th with 142. And then we have Snorker, Weep, Jimmy, Demon, B, and Fludes. Fludes not having a great season. Over on the team standings, the Green Slushies still at the top with 155. Grandmasters in second with 151. Ultraviolets in third, tied with Tutti Frutti with 148, Doge Balls close behind with 147. Then we have the Snowballs, Eternal Darkness, Icebreakers, Marble Minions, and of course, the Balls of Steel. Yes, up next we have India and Malaysia, two tracks that people will know already, have been in previous seasons. So you'll be quite familiar. You might be able to get a good prediction on those two. So that's what we have to look forward to coming up tomorrow. But that is going to do it for this one and for this stream. So a couple of good races. Of course, the first one, I would say, a couple of changes, but a good little track, elimination track. And the second one, surprising amount of DNFs, but making for quite a good race and a nice dramatic moments. No worries. Thank you all for being here. And of course, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.